What made you so attracted to Harrison? I gotta know.
Honestly,
Look at him.
I mean, dang. I mean, he's delectable. That was some cute stuff, you know.
Knocking out cute stuff.
Speaking of the devil.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, this video, KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today we're going to be talking about Love Island USA Season 5, Episode 8. And let's get right into this video. So today, we're basically talking about this whole Carmen and Victor situation because Carmen kissed Bergie in the challenge. Victor's upset. He's like, well, heated, venting to the guys like, oh, she disrespected me, da da da. And like I said in my last video, he has a valid point because, yeah, he did get mugged off in the challenge. He did get done dirty. But the thing is that after the whole fact, he's expecting something from Carmen and then basically saying, like, oh, Bergie's no competition. Like, who's Bergie? Like, Bergie. And like, oh, I just see Bergie and Carmen as friendship vibes. And I just feel like, you know, you can't really be saying that around the villa like, oh, who's Bergie? I mean, the casting director put him in the show for a reason. I don't know. And last time I checked, when you first hopped on the scene, nobody was really checking for you like that. So you really need to like cool it down, sir. But as I was saying, like, he's basically saying like, oh, you know, he doesn't see any type of competition between Bergie and him, and like he's just very confused that Carmen is basically talking to Bergie more and like moving to Bergie. So he's just like upset, venting to the guys and whatnot, and you know, being like, oh, he got done dirty. Anyway, we see a conversation between Bergie and Carmen, and basically they're just talking about, once again, like their personal lives, basically just how they connect on the same level. They're moving at the same pace. They like to move slow. You know, Bergie, you know, he's moving slow. Carmen wants to move slow. So they're really connecting with that situation. Basically, we see Cassie and Victor talk later on. And Cassie's over here talking about like, oh, like, I'm so confused how Carmen like really likes Bergie. Like, oh, I really hope that she kissed him because she just wants to see where it goes, instead of just making you annoyed or upset. And I was like, okay, Cassie, all right, Cassie. Basically, that was it. It was basically a Carmen, Victor, Bergie situation for the most part. They all go to bed. Then next thing you know, they wake back up. Same situation once again. You know, Victor kind of like, you know, he's not going to pull Carmen for a chat unless she pulls him for a chat. You know, he was basically upset with Bergie too, because he was like, oh, you see how Bergie's not hanging out with the guys, he's always hanging out with the girls, and you know, he's just like trying to get the girls to chat and have a chat with the girls, da da da. And he's like, oh, we taught Bergie everything he knows, and now he, you know, is using it against us and stuff like that. So like that's how Victor is coming across, like, oh, we taught Bergie everything he knows, and now da da da. I'm like, at the end of the day, you come to Love Island for yourself to make a relationship. You don't come to Love Island for some bro code and all that stuff. And the thing about it is that if Bergie is talking to the girls, what about it? Granted, you might make friends along the way, but at the end of the day, Bergie came for a relationship. So you're just upset because Bergie was able to, I guess, take Carmen from you in a sense, and you're upset because you thought he was no competition, which I'm just like, all right. In the morning, everybody's getting up. We see Hannah basically ask Marco, you know, to make her coffee. Basically, everybody wants, you know, their guy to make them coffee, make them breakfast. And I'm just like, because obviously they see Harrison set the standard by making, you know, Destiny breakfast and giving her coffee. You know, he set the standard. And once again, Anna is asking once again, asking Harrison to make her breakfast. Da, da, da. And I'm like, bro, you're in a whole couple with Leonardo. Why don't you just pull Leonardo and be like, hey, make me breakfast? Like, why are you asking Harrison? He's not even in your couple. And, you know, Harrison just trying to be nice, like, oh, I'll make breakfast for all the girls and all that. Because she's still asking, like, every time he brings something for Destiny, she's like, oh, where's my breakfast? Like, I mean, it can be a joke, but this is the second time. And obviously how you see how upset she was because Jasmine went home and Jasmine been saying Harrison's her guy and da-da-da-da. She feels some type of way. She be joking around, but I feel like she definitely means it, that she's very annoyed with, because Harrison was basically the one who sent Jasmine home. Anyway, we also see, I think Anna earlier asked in the dressing room, like, Destiny, like, yeah, I guess what made her attracted to Harrison. So, you know, and then KK was like, did you see him? Like, do you have eyes? Harrison, and then he just suddenly just walks in, he's like, oh, hey. And like, that is very, like, a really nice scene. Next thing you know, Destiny gets a text that is going to be a little Mr. and Mrs. challenge, and you basically have to know about your couple, know a lot about your couple. You basically find out that both Destiny and Harrison have the same birthday. So we're like, oh, okay, that's another thing that they have in common or whatever. Anyway, before that, I think Marco and Hannah had a conversation about the coffee situation. And she was just like, oh, you know, Marco's getting too comfortable. Like, she wanted a coffee and he didn't give her one. And then, like, you know, Marco was like, well, the coffee wasn't good and, you know, I didn't want to give you bad coffee. But she's like, oh, it's a thought that counts, it's a thought that counts. But to be honest, if the coffee wasn't good and it was bad, and, you know, you're very limited on food supplies, you know, I guess it is what it is, to be honest. But I feel like everybody is seeing, you know, other people do breakfast and make breakfast for their partners or couple. So they're trying to do like, oh, if you didn't make me one, then that doesn't mean that you like me or whatever. And I'm just like, anyway. I mean, I understand what she's saying, but I mean, in this case, if the coffee was bad, there's really nothing he can do about it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there was a Mr. and Mrs. challenge, and there were couples, everybody was finding out everything about each other. You know, Victor and Carmen finally had their conversation, and she just basically ended it with, you know, Victor, because she found out from Bergie that Bergie basically said that, you know, Victor told me that, you said that we were basically friendship vibes. So she was very put off by that comment. So she told Victor, like, well, I heard that comment from you, you know, today from Bergie, from you, and, like, I didn't like that. She was like, I didn't like that you were speaking on my feelings and stuff like that. So she basically ended it with Victor. It's over. It's done, dusted. So then when they were getting ready for a challenge, Victor comes into the boys' room or the bedroom or whatever, and he's like, basically told Bergie off, like, yeah, everybody's on bro code and everybody's working with bro code and you're not. Like, you're just not one of them guys. Like, we taught you everything we learn and know and da-da-da-da. And you just, like, did this to us. Like, you're not following bro code and I just don't like that. And you're not part of the bro code, da-da-da-da. So you basically said that in front of all the guys, and I think, you know, Bergie just, like, you know, he apologized and he's like, I didn't mean it like that. And da-da-da-da. So it is what it is, but I'm just like, he didn't have to do that at all. He just feels upset, like I said, that Bergie was able to take Carmen from under him. So there's a challenge, and basically in the challenge, you know, Vanderpump Rules, Anna come in and basically host a challenge. You know, she starts it off basically with these 5 questions, and at the end of the competition, Destiny and Harrison and Marco and, you know, Hannah have a tie. And, you know, at the tiebreaker question, Marco and Hannah won. And I feel like the thing is that what could have made Destiny and Harrison win is that if that not applicable, the NA question and not applicable question that they both got the same answer on, they should have just said a fake number or something like that. But I guess, you know, he didn't want to disclose that information, and if he made up a lie, I think he would have probably got called out for it, maybe on the outside, like in real life or whatever, he would have got called out for that lie. So I guess he just went with not applicable, and, you know, he talked about it with her, and, you know, they both got the same answer. So, but I'm like, if they would have accepted that they had the same answer, they would have won the game and they would have been safe. But anyway, Marco and Hannah won the game, and basically they had the choice to save another, couple from the vote. So they decided to save Leonardo and Anna, and they were like, oh, they're the new couple, and they're just giving a chance to, like, get the spark and da-da-da. Keenan and KK, Dustin and Harrison, Bergie and Cassie, and Victor and Carmen vulnerable for a public vote, a public dumping, which, happens because of a vote. So at the end of the episode, we basically have the choice to pick for our favorite couple. So I'm just confused how Keenan and KK don't know much about each other. Like, you've been coupled up day one. You don't know that much about each other? Like, please. Like, how you letting a 2-day couple beat you, have more questions answered than you? Like, come on now. Be for real. But, the whole reasoning for saving Anna and Leonardo was just like, to be honest, the newest couple on the block is definitely Destiny and Harrison, if we want to keep it a buck. But obviously, like I said, they had a little tiff, so he was obviously not going to save her. And Anna, she was definitely not going to save Destiny because, she felt slighted on that comment in the challenge from the day before. So it is what it is. We had to vote for our favorite couple. So it's really between Keenan and KK and Destiny Harrison. So hopefully they're safe. Either Berg and Cassie going home or Carmen and Victor going home. So at the end of the day, one of them got to go home before Keenan, KK, and Destiny and Harrison. So that was the episode 8. And anyway, guys, if you like this video, like the video, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.